Ọba Tokpe, he said. Ọba Mara Tokpe, he said. And let's just wait and hear the word of advice which the Omonoba Nedo Ukumakpolokpolo have to give in this video. And this issue that is going on about MOWAA and whatever. So let's just sit and watch what the Oba have to say. Thank you all for watching. We'll be right back.
Our long-awaited visit also coincides with time that the long controversial museum called MOWAA announced plans for its opening. When I first heard his name, it was MOWAA. Now MOWAA. I will tell you about MOWAA. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are therefore constrained to throw light on the lingering controversy surrounding the museum called Museum of West African Arts, MOWAA. MOWAA was originally conceived as Benin Royal Museum. Did you all know that? Yeah. Originally, before my coronation in 2016, my grandfather, Oba II, my father, Oba Rediawa, and I, by the grace of God now, Oba II, have been known to be canvassing for the return of our looted artifacts by the British in 1897. Some were returned by the British government during my grandfather's reign, and my grandfather sang a song and danced to it in appreciation and happiness. To which, in honor of my grandpa, I also now do the same song and dance whenever an artifact is returned. As if it is a kind of mysterious way to summon the return of modern artifacts out there to come home. That song. Yes, home to be housed in the proposed Benin Royal Museum. Not anywhere else. Some were returned during my father's reign. This was well celebrated during the former governor's government, Ushomoli's administration, who joined the palace to receive the artifacts. As a diplomat, I carried on the struggle of my fathers for the return of the artifacts to the palace to far corners of the globe, because I was fortunate to serve my country in several countries. I presented my letters of credence to the King of Sweden, King of Norway, and Queen of Denmark, and President of Finland, President of Angola, President of Rome, and Albania, Republic of Albania. I invited Governor Baseki shortly after he was sworn in 2017. I intimated him of how much my father and I have been fighting for the return of the stolen artifacts. I solicited for his collaboration, being the new governor of the state and I the new Oba on the throne. He promptly agreed to support this effort. On my second coronation anniversary, he was called to make some remarks and surprised everyone when he informed us that he had been meeting with the Benin Dialogue Group, some museums, and international donors who were already cooperating with him for the setting up of the Benin Royal Museum, and that he has invited them to Benin for the next meeting. He then said he couldn't see any better coronation anniversary gift he could give to me than that. Everyone applauded him, but somehow I was not so excited. I had a bad feeling about it. Instead of me to be jumping for joy, I had a bad feeling about it, as if something was wrong or going to go wrong. I'm sure my ancestors were prompting me not to believe the story. Then there was silence after that. Silence from Governor Bassett. COVID-19 came in and complicated issues. During the period of COVID-19, I believe the plan, the bad plan, evil plan was also being perfected. That was the period I found out that a lot of money is coming with the artifacts to the palace, and they decided to divert it to their own pockets. Suddenly, I saw that they co-opted my eldest son into their conspiracy because they felt they would see him as the Crown Prince of Benin. They see him as the Crown Prince of Benin. That would prove that they are collaborating with the palace. And if they dragged him along with them, they would have succeeded in convincing international donors, particularly Germany, that they are collaborating with the palace. My dear son said that they constituted the Legacy Restoration Trust, and they have given him a board seat. I didn't send him there. He looked excited, of course. Poor child. He didn't understand the implications of what he was getting himself into, because he didn't remember or didn't care to remember that I've been teaching him about people. For avoidance of doubt, the German government, Etal, and others who did not even understand our traditions and did not care to come to the source to find out for reasons best known to them, because they were also having interests of their own in the artifacts. They decided to drag this, my eldest son that I loved, into a conspiracy against his own heritage. And he was thanking them for it. He also let himself be dragged into the conspiracy for obvious reasons, because he refused to listen to the counsel of his father, the king that thought has been nurturing him since birth.
They got words at work.
Your Excellency, Mr. Governor, 2 days ago, my people protested against the purported opening of the so-called MOWAA. It will be recalled that during the time of your predecessor in office, I suggested to him that the Edo State government should support the OBA of Benin in the pursuit of the return of the artifacts and the building of the Benin Royal Museum. This was duly agreed to by the erstwhile Governor Godwin Obasa in conjunction with the National Council Commission for Museums and Monuments. I gave several referral letters to the then DG, Dr. General Abbas Tijani, for him to be able to negotiate with different museums in Europe and America. Surprisingly, I was no longer put in the picture of the pursuit of these artifacts and the support for the building of the Benin Royal Museum. Several agreements were signed by the then Director General of the NCMM on behalf of the OBA of Benin, which I never saw up till now. Tijani Abbas and Governor Obasa conspired against the palace of the OBA of Benin and started building what they call a Dome Museum of West Africa as a MOWAA. I was never put in the picture anymore. It was very sad to me. It was later made known that the finance for the MOWAA, which they were building, was actually got from foreign donors who were made to believe that the Benin artifacts that will be returned will be housed in the Benin Royal Museum. The structure that is standing there was actually supported by foreign donors and the goodwill of the OBA of Benin to build a royal museum, the Benin Royal Museum. The so-called MOWAA is not the state government, it's not the state government project. It is a project that is meant to have Benin bronzes in the museum, known as the Benin Royal Museum. I have to keep on re-emphasizing this. I'm therefore in support of my people who came out a few days ago to protest against MOWAA opening of any sort. I therefore urge the state government to ensure that the MOWAA structure, which is under probe by the Edo State House of Assembly, is fully investigated and the source of finance and ownership made known. Your Excellency, for the information of the general public, the foreign donors are actually seeing this MOWAA structure as Benin Royal Museum. And I urge Your Excellency to let it be so. Your Excellency, distinguished Governor of Edo State, please, this was like my appeal to President Buhari in his private party that he had. I appeal to him with the president now, the former Minister of Lai Mohammed, Minister of Arts and Culture, President, and all the key movers and shakers of the country were present. And I appeal to him, Mr. President, you have done so much to support us in Edo State, particularly the royal family, the royal court of Benin. As much as you have done, there are some people still scheming to reloot our artifacts. Please, Mr. President, don't let them reloot our artifacts. I'm appealing to His Excellency too. Please stop the opening of the MOWAA because it is fraught with greed, deceit, and mischief, and lack of transparency. I cannot end this address without addressing deep appreciation, without expressing deep appreciation to the former President Muhammad Buhari, CFR, who is late now, very good friend of the family of Edo State, who understood understood completely the need to recognize and support the ownership of the bronzes, of the Benin bronzes, and also thank his successor, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, DCFR, who is in the Netherlands, is my in-law. I don't know if you are aware of that, Mr. Governor. He's my in-law. And as he openly said, because he has openly said so, that's why I'm openly saying so now. As he openly said when he came to the palace, he's not a stranger to this palace for supporting and pledging to build the Benin Royal Museum. And of course, who God and our ancestors brought to rescue otherwise rather toxic situation in the state in general and in Benin in particular. Most of all, as I said at the beginning, God is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. All glory be to God. Long live Edo State government, long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless you.
His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, the Speaker of Edo State, our great party chairman, I beg to observe the existing protocol. Your Majesty, our Father, the OBA of Benin. I welcome you this morning to the government house, your own government house, in Benin. Your Majesty, I wanted to make a speech, but Obasaki has helped me to make this speech. I am happy that the Attorney General of Edo State is sitting here. Politicians of Edo State, they are all sitting here. Isaiah Witness. The leader from Edo Central, Sese Kaibe, is also present. And the video I watched, vividly, I saw practically every Edo man that matters. So the issue of MOWAA is over. Property is your property. And I believe wherever they took this issue to, nobody can defeat you, nobody can win you. I am going to take this video along with me to show Mr. President. Mr. President respects culture and is your personal friend and in lot to others. I don't believe that Mr. President will ever support anything that is not good, that will not promote the palace. So for that, I want to congratulate you once again. We join hands together to interface with the organizers and the donors into MOWAA, to let them know that stolen artifacts from the palace is back to the palace, and it's only the palace that have right to anywhere they so wishes. Your Majesty's presence at Government House today fills us with pride and gratitude. It reminds us of a bond between the palace and the government, a partnership built on mutual respect should propose our commitment to the peace and progress of Edo people.
You make it so.
The Benin Kingdom is guided by His Royal Majesty. remain a source of inspiration to us all. It is rich in culture, wisdom, unity, and continue to guide our steps as we work to build a state anchored on justice, development, and harmony. As our administration approaches its first year in office, on Wednesday, the 12th of November, we reflect with gratitude to the blessings, guidance, and prayers from the palace. Your Royal Majesty, your support has been invariably, and this government remains committed to working closely with traditional rulers, institutions. Securing our communities, empowering our youth, and preserving our cherished heritage. Today, your visit is not merely a ceremony. It's strengthening the bond between the tradition and governance of Edo State. I want to thank you. I want to remind you that our father, we do not have any other father other than you. I will also let you know that we continue to support you. We continue to consult and engage with you in issues that will have positive impact to Edo people. Thank you and God bless you.
Yes, so my people, I hope all of us, we don't hear the video, we don't hear waiting our royal father and the executive governor of the state waiting to talk. You see, sometimes when we say government is a continuity, and there's no government on earth that will certify anybody, everybody in the country or in the state or even the local government. Despite that, sometimes one may be wrong and one may be also be right. Where we are not using this media to support the ex-governor of the state, His Excellency, the ex-governor of the state, Godwin Obaseki. We all know that Godwin Obaseki also did his best to certify the state. But whereas we said earlier, we cannot certify everybody, and there's nobody that is above a mistake. The mistake has been done. So all we need now is just for the correction. So we hope that this mistake will not repeat itself again. And most especially, you know, this decision taken by the government of 18 is not only one man decision. So most of the people who work under Governor Obaseki, you can also see them in the front line here. So now, if anybody wants to blame Obaseki, you will also blame the people who are sitting on the front line here now. Because first and foremost, I am seeing somebody like those who are important in the state. They may say what do they call him? The House of that is the House of Assembly. You can also see the man here. I don't know. Blessing Akpaboko. I don't know if I can pronounce the name very well. You can also see him there as the speaker of those State House of Assembly. So the man is still sitting on the front there. So the man cannot say that whatever Godwin Obaseki did that is not aware. So not only blessing the law, and which I believe that there are some others too who are also here. So you know, it's very, very unfortunate that it comes to this an extent. No matter what, people must talk of you. No matter the good you are going to do today, the day you did any one mistake, no matter the good you have done for the 100 years or for the past 50 years, people will forget that and start judging you with the mistake you did just only in seconds. So that is what I believe that all that is playing in our state. So where we all believe that whatever you believe to be doing, believe in your good. Start good. Don't hesitate in doing good with whatever way. Try helping people. And believe that one day your reward is not in earth, your reward is in heaven. Because no matter what you are going to do today, people will always talk of you, and you cannot please everybody. So that is just my point. Thank you all for watching, and this is a very big lesson for everyone to learn. Thank you, and God bless. Bye bye for now.